What is up, dudes? My name's Anime Dude, and I've already recorded some of this, but I accidentally, for some reason, my microphone was at 100, and that literally destroys my audio. I got this game free on Amazon Prime, or with Amazon Prime, or with Twitch Prime, whatever. It's not a sponsored thing or anything. I'm just saying that to say that I didn't have enough time to play. I didn't have enough time to play freaking Steins Gate today because I've just been busy with everything, and so we're only going to play a short amount of this, maybe like 20 minutes, and then we're going. I didn't play long. I just played a little bit. So we're just going to play a short amount, like about 20 minutes, and you guys tell me whether you want more or not. And I know a lot of people probably are going to be like, why is he playing this? And not Steins Gate, but it takes so much longer to record Steins Gate than it takes to record this.
Hey, you.
Hey. Oh, man. Oh, God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
Sounds good.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
So, I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when I...
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but...
Wait, hear me out! So, I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and...
Oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
And get this! His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it! I knew you'd know him.
Yeah, he's my, or was my grandfather. I really don't want to talk about it. So we chose this last time, and I'm going to choose again. I haven't seen him since I was a little kid. It was a long time ago.
I haven't seen him since I was a kid. A lifetime ago. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, well, I might have sort of looked you up.
That is not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
I just couldn't help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know.
It was a little creepy.
Well, anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Kathy.
Oh. Well, if you guys didn't figure it out by now, this is a point-and-click adventure game about September 25th, 1995. Day 1. It's about this girl named Kathy Rain.
God, make it stop.
Well, then get up and turn it off. So, if you couldn't tell by the title, it's about this girl named
Looks like
Kathy
Eileen
Rain.
left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate.
And it's
Well,
called,
I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is.
I think it's called The Beginning of a Detective or something like that. A Detective is Born. And so, as you could probably tell, it's probably about solving a mystery.
Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood, and contempt for humanity check.
Wow, what a lovely attitude. As you can see by the style, I think it's going along with it being in 1995 and going with an older point-and-click kind of style, which is nice. I like it.
I can certainly see the appeal of blindly rummaging through Eileen's clothes, but seriously, I've got better things to do.
Yeah, but why not?
Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name. Eileen Mildred Summers.
I like how we have to go to this funeral.
Mildred. Oh my god, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas.
Hey, it's not that bad. I mean, come on. I like how we're supposed to be at a funeral and we're just going around looking at literally everything in this room, even though we probably come here like every day.
We meet again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter.
Says the one smiling like a pyromaniac. Why are you burning this bear?
Honestly, she can believe in what she wants as long as she doesn't try to shove it down my throat.
That's fair.
That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra. She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks.
Huh. What an extra kind of joke, am I right? Mess up oh no, why would we do
Eileen
that?
makes her bed with surgical precision.
Might as well.
Would be fun, but a bit too childish. Even for me.
Wow. You have some high standards. We gotta...
Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes.
Just borrowed it? Did they let her, or did she, like, steal it?
I'm no geek, but I know how to use one.
No geek.
Computer, that is. Not a geek.
I mean, maybe.
Color printer. Super fancy, apparently. A fact which Eileen loves to remind me of.
Yeah, color printer is super fancy. Even now. Still pretty fancy. Oh, scanner, wow.
It's some advanced scanner thingy. It can scan pictures, tapes, all sorts of stuff. The Thing. One of my favorite horror movies.
Good one, for sure.
Just some random band poster.
Not anyone you like, just a random one.
Fiction. Love that flick.
Super cool flick, my dude.
Messy. Just the way I like it.
And we probably shouldn't sleep in it. Probably wouldn't be a good idea. Yeah, super look at, like, the difference between the sides of the room.
I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever.
Okay. I kind of glanced at the word golden, and I thought it was going to say grandma. And I was like, please don't say grandma. I like the foreground. That looks really nice. I think we pretty much looked at everything we could. The schedule. Oh no. What fools we were to not look at that schedule. Or the lights on the ceiling. That'd been interesting. Ooh. Run our hog. Better be a Kawasaki. Best bikes around. That's what Mondo would say. It's Kawasaki. A cemetery. Oji-chan's funeral.
Well, here we are.
Yep.
God, I really need a smoke. Does
Cancer.
anyone object?
Literally.
Guess not. Dead people rule.
Dead people are the best. You enjoying that? Oh, it disappeared. Maybe she like, and it like when she threw it, it was like the end of it, and it just all crumbled away. Maybe all cool, like, you know, who knows? Who really knows? Man, this is making me wish I had like all the time in the world to play all the games in the world. Because man, I just wish there was like I could play like every game for you guys.
It says price.
The price is right.
Family mausoleum. The family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap.
That's true.
No reason to go in there.
There's always a reason to go into a mausoleum. You always talk about dead people are cool. There's a whole bunch
No
of dead
time for
people in
that
there.
now. I'm late for the funeral.
Not a whole bunch. But, you know, I mean, maybe, who knows? It may be a lot of dead family members. I don't know.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
Oh. Wasn't that nice?
Oh, Kathy, you big baby. Just talk to her.
Oh, I thought you were about to say, big baby, don't cry. Don't cry. Oh, it's tough. I'm a crier.
The coffin is lowered, but the grave hasn't been filled up yet.
Like a few days ago, I was just watching.
Rest in peace, Grandpa. I wish things could have been different.
Say, but I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. There's sometimes, I don't know if you guys ever have this, but you just feel like you gotta cry, you know? Like you want to watch something that is going to make, like Clannad or something. You just want to watch. You for no other reason than that it's going to make you cry. I don't know. It doesn't happen often, but I'm just saying, like, I've had like that feeling before, and it's not because I'm sad and I just want to cry. It's just because I just feel like having a good cry. I don't know. It like literally isn't about being sad. It's just, you know.
Mary Elizabeth Rain, my grandmother on my father's side.
I don't know if I commented about it, but I really like the voice acting so far.
Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Have we met, Anna? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit.
Wait. It's been 15 years, and the last time you've been there when you were 6 years old, and you still know where their house is? Hey, a good memory.
Conwell Springs. Looks smaller than I remember it. I never thought I'd return to this place.
Well, you know, family has their way of wiggling its way back into your life. David Spielman, November 14, 1955, February 7th, 1944. 1994? Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. Hello, priest.
It's the priest who performed the service here.
Yeah, we know.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Didn't
Thanks.
expect that.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from the path of sin.
Okay, and what makes you so sure I'm on a simple path, Father? I don't think I even have to read the other ones. That's what I want to say to him.
And what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures, child. I hope to see you at the church.
Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
Don't wish me comfort in that creepy-ass voice. I mean, grateful for your prayers and all that, but I want you to say it creepily. You know, it's kind of like, do I want him? If you're gonna sound creepy, like you want to murder me or something? I don't know. I don't know if you guys were getting that same
Grandma?
vibe.
Anybody home?
Well, since you aren't home, I'm going to open up your door. Why do you have it unlocked, Grandma? You're just a defenseless old lady. Don't do that.
Nice black leather coat. Right up my alley.
Don't steal it. That's for Gam Gams. Can't be taking Gam Gam stuff. Gam Gam's, I always say grandma, just in case. If I keep playing this, I don't know if I said that, but I'm only gonna be playing for 20 minutes, and if you guys want more, then tell me, and I'll be happy to do it. And for the rest of the playthrough, I'll be calling her Gam Gam. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, look at it.
Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think.
Huh. I thought that was more of like an English flag or something.
This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently. A mere single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds.
What? Oh, because you would have more. You would have more boots than her? Is that what you're saying? What are you saying? I don't know.
An old wheelchair. Not too dusty. Probably used recently.
That Gramps?
Huh. Never seen this around. Grandpa must have used it towards the end.
Weird. Why did we walk over to this table lamp? Why aren't we just looking at it?
A small table lamp.
You had to walk over to say that. That hard to see from where you were, for sure.
A wedding photo from when my grandparents married. They
Oh,
look younger than I am now. Things have sure changed.
and they have.
It's a photo of this very farm from way back. It says June 12, 1910 in the corner.
Oh, wow.
These should come in handy when I need to make calls. Some kind of winter forest scene. I've always wondered if it's supposed to be Conwell Woods or not.
You've always... I don't know. I couldn't tell you, to be honest, Kathy. Probably don't have to make any phone calls right now, so no reason to do that. You're upstairs.
I shouldn't overstay my welcome.
Yeah, says the person who looked at literally every single thing in this room. When I said sinful, did I say simple back when I was talking to the pastor? I can't remember.
Dogfighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff.
Grandpa! Kathy, don't sound so fond when you say...
Dogfighting.
Don't sound so fond when you say dogfighting. Man, Gramps sure loved dogfighting. Oh! That's a plane. Dogfighting as in planes. Grandpa loved that? Wow.
Dogfighting.
Yeah, at first I thought I was fighting with dogs, but weird how he loved fighting with planes. That was...
There's nothing quite like the soothing sound of rain falling on a window.
I like that sound too. Dogfighting was pretty dangerous back in the day. Still is. I mean, you know.
Oh, hello, dear. I was just wondering what took you so long.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come have a seat. We have so much to talk about.
What can I say, Gam Gam? I'm a jokester. Yeah, just how I was born.
So, now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my second year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon, then?
I'm guessing Sharon is mom? We can either tell the truth or avoid the subject. We had her committed to a mental man. Sure, might as well tell the truth. Why would we keep it from Gam Gam?
Mom is... I had her committed to a place where she could get some real help. I just couldn't take it anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. In spite of everything that happened when she took you away.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She
Yeah.
took you away before it all happened.
We have been gone, yeah.
Don't know what.
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first. All dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word. Forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
Wait,
It came as a shock to all of us.
Gramps is mute?
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Was it aliens?
I don't want to show her that. She'll just start worrying about me.
Hey, might as well, you know. Incident in 81. Wrote that down. Show her a pack of cigarettes. So we should just talk
Why
about
do you
this.
think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. It must have had something to do with the war.
This man having he's maybe he's not having PTSD, but you think he's having PTSD and you don't do anything about it? Post-traumatic stress disorder?
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
Huh. I like the notepad thing because I think it's really showing like the detective part of the game is like writing stuff down and then asking questions and all that kind of stuff.
What did the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem. Eventually, they had to
God.
confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
All right, game.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
Well, obviously it wasn't. But also, sorry, Game for skipping your thing. On OBS, it looks like you're bleeding, but on the thing, it just looks like a shadow. Something I was gonna say, but I totally forgot. Oh yeah, it was the weight of my finger on like the left mouse button. Have you ever had that where your finger like just slowly weighs it down to where it clicks it eventually? Awful. What about the police?
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then.
All right.
Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
Detective Kathy on the case. Right, Gam. Thanks for
See
the
you
help.
later, Grams.
But we're gonna end the
Take
part
care,
there. Grams, Gam, whatever you want to be called. We're gonna end the part there. And if you guys want me to continue, I will. If you guys don't, then I won't. So, tell me what you guys think. And I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever that may be. Whether it be Steins Gate or this. Well, it's most definitely going to be Steins Gate. It's just, whether you want more of this. So.